Hello, folks, and welcome for another visit to the Halzari region as part of the Pokemon Bliss and Oblivion project here on PTE Creative. Now, a little bit of housekeeping here as we begin. For those that are big fans of our series, which is probably what got us a lot of subscribers in the past to this channel, prior to our rebrand, Halzari was all there for the most part. Today is the first time we're kind of doing a redo reveal here on the channel with a favorite of mine. There's tons of cool stuff in the past to show. It's all being updated for you. So if you are just so impatient that you're just like, no, I want it now, you can still go check it out on the channel. It's all under the Halzari Pokemon playlist that we have up on the channel. But if you want to get it under the new circumstances, today is a great day to get it right here. So we are going to see the redo of this here Pokemon. So let's get to it. So, longtime fans of the channel should know this Pokemon by now, but if it's brand new to you, you gotta ask yourselves, who's that Pokemon? I'll tell you who it is. That is the Halzari region's grass starter, Turfalo, which is why it's number 1 in the Halzari Pokedex. Turfalo is actually very near and dear to my heart because I try to make it very simplistic, Gen 1-esque style but still bring a little bit more color scheming from modern games to it as well, which I always thought was a really fun design element to play with. Now, as we move to Turfalo's entry, one of the reasons that we are redoing so much on the channel with Halzari specifically is I never included abilities or stats in the past. And I said even in videos, I didn't value it that much. But as I looked at the videos and rethought a lot of the strategy behind both the videos of releasing Halzari and just the videos in general, was there were times I felt I almost cut a corner because I didn't necessarily value that piece of something. But watching other channels that I'm very much inspired by, such as Subjectively or True Green 7 or a lot of great Pokemon channels, they always focus on stats and abilities because it also helps you understand how that Pokemon would play better. And I felt I was doing kind of a disservice to fans by not doing that if they really liked this stuff. So this is the first time you're going to see new stats on a redone character. So with Turfalo is the Meadow Grazer Pokemon, and its ability is Seed Sower, so it's going to really boost up those grass type moves as it goes along. Now, Turfalo is base just grass. It's a monotype, including its evolutions are all monotype as well. At baseline, Turfalo is about 2 foot 8 inches tall. So for a starter Pokemon, that's quite a large Pokemon. And it weighs in at about an average 98.4 pounds. Now, I think what's really interesting before we actually, we'll go to the Pokedex entry first. Pokedex entry. This Pokemon slowly roams the plains and high and low hill areas of the region, continually grazing with little action otherwise. Its calm demeanor is ideal for beginner trainers. I wanted a really friendly vibe when it came to Turfalo. I think it's really fun, and I do think the idea of there's kind of like a personality test almost that the Pokemon Company does when creating starter Pokemon, where one starter's cool, one starter's serious, and one starter's kind of derpy. Just cute, derpy, ridiculous. Turfalo is definitely the derpy of our 3 main starters. However, I've said in the previous videos, there's 18 starter Pokemon. 18 starter Pokemon. There's a starter Pokemon for every type in the Halzari region because we're going big like we do in the US, go big or go home. That was kind of the vibe when creating the region. So I want to give that to you. But I wanted to give that fun but derpy friend Pokemon to a trainer so that you had an ideal beginner that wasn't super challenging and can grow and give you confidence as a trainer. That was kind of the design behind Turfalo. It's a calm yet endearing image of just a a big fun derpy buffalo that's just your friend. I thought that was really fun, which is why actually when creating stats, I think it was the easiest for me, and I've seen other really successful artists do this as well. And if you ever want to make your own Fakemon and put the extra effort into doing stats, I highly suggest taking an existing Pokemon that is kind of a comp or comparable for your Pokemon, and then switching the stats up a little bit to fit your Pokemon the best, but then you have a base model to kind of go off of. Otherwise, you're just randomly assigning numbers unless you are the stat king of Pokemon. So here, I went and just fudged the stats a little bit, but Chikorita, who is a very fun and near and dear Pokemon to me, I used as Turfalo. That's kind of the vibe I'm going with Turfalo, which is why it has high HP stats and high special defense stats and defense stats, but its attack and special attack just aren't that large, and its speed is what it is. With an average of 53 per slot, though, it's still a nice little well-balanced starter Pokemon, and it has a higher total average of stats, but it's not unprecedented for a starter Pokemon to have that. I believe both Bulbasaur and Chikorita have 318 as a total base stat as well, which is why I went with that with Turfalo, because I really like the modeling of those two Pokemon to start the franchise off right for the grass type. That was kind of the inspiration behind Turfalo and giving Turfalo its own personality and making it feel like it really belonged in the Halzari region and belonged in the Pokemon franchise. And you would find this Pokemon across the plains. Obviously, it's starter, so it'd be a little bit more difficult to find, but you could find it in the plains, grazing, eating grass, just roaming around, being a big old goof, and I absolutely adore that. But as we keep going on these videos, you know the deal by now. You're not a big old goof if you do that. You're just a great person if you follow this instruction right here. So, to reward you for helping support us here at the PTE Creative channel, we still have the sale ongoing. You have about a week to pull it off after the release of this video. So if you go to ptecreative.etsy.com and use the promo code BLISS, BLISS, which is in celebration of the relaunch of these Halzari videos on the PTE Creative channel. If you use the promo code BLISS on any order of 2 items or more, you're going to get 20% off of your order. So that sale ends next week on Wednesday, and it kind of coincides with the last Pokemon entry of the sale on our Wednesdays. But it matches up perfectly. So you had a month to use this code. You have 1 week left. So use the promo code BLISS for any order of 2 items or more on the ptecreative.etsy.com Etsy shop. There are awesome Pokemon mystery packs that I've put together myself that have good stuff in them, including maybe even some base set stuff. Just saying. Awesome, cool artwork and stickers of Pokemon. Super cool Pokemon shirts. And there's other stuff too. National park stuff. Just a general adventure stuff. Other fictional worlds. Maybe you love Pokemon, but you love that other property just even more. You can find that on the PTA Creative channel, and more stuff is coming. And coinciding with the football show and everything else that we're doing, we're always doing more stuff on the Etsy shop to really make sure that we give our fan base the best we possibly can. So go use that promo code and reward yourself just like you're rewarding me for watching this video. So that being said, thank you so much, as always, for joining us to another visit to the Halzari region. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and hit the bell notification, or hit the bell for more notifications about everything we're doing on the PTE Creative channel. And remember, there's so much cool content here. We just did a Smash Bros. cut down, and we're doing more Smash Bros. Content coming up. We've got the new Pokemon project with Kyle and Christine, where we're going to be coaching a player who's never ever played Pokemon before, who barely knows anything about Pokemon. We're coaching her up to play Pokemon for the first time ever, and it's going to be really fun and enjoyable to go watch that. Join us for that. But we got the Brick Builder show coming out soon. We've got the adventure shows. We've still got the pack openings for Pokemon TCG. Enjoy all the content we do, and we'll enjoy you coming for it. So thank you so much. That didn't sound right, but whatever. We're just going to roll with it because it doesn't matter. It's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching these videos. We do appreciate it here so much. So here's one last shout of Turfalo to go out to. Peace, love, and hugs to each and every single one of you out there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time, and we'll smell you later.